Haley Shell's family directly blames that website for linking their daughter up with this man who they say then lured her to run away from home.
The long-awaited and frankly a video that I have been hiding from is finally here. Today we absolutely have to talk about Omegle, so you better strap in. Now, in today's interconnected world, platforms that allow strangers to meet and converse have grown in popularity. Omegle stands out in this realm, in this jungle. But what is Omegle, and is it actually safe for our kids?
We tell children don't talk to strangers because we as a humanity know that adults and children are at different levels.
When Alice logged on to Omegle at the age of 11, she had no idea that she would be matched with a paedophile.
Omegle is a hunting ground for predators.
Anytime that I've been on Omegle, a very high percentage of it is for a sexual purpose.
Well, Omegle is a brainchild of Leif K. Brooks. Omegle took its first step in March 2009. With the motto Talk to Strangers, the platform sought to provide a space where users could have anonymous text-based conversations, later expanding to include video chat features. Now, it can be used with a mobile or desktop, and there's no need to download an app to access it. It basically pairs you with random strangers through text or chat. And they come from all over the world, and the chats are completely anonymous. At its core, Omegle offers users the tantalizing allure of conversing with random individuals without the constraints of identity, which is quite refreshing, to be honest. But what could go wrong with that? Well, such freedoms definitely come with concerns, especially when it involves younger users. And a lot of us parents want to know, is Omegle actually safe for kids? As with many digital platforms, while Omegle offers opportunities for genuine connections, it also brings up essential conversations about safety, especially concerning younger, impressionable users. Omegle's age limit is set to 18+. However, the site just makes you tick a box and say that you're over 18 and that's it. Done. You're online chatting with complete strangers. This anonymity makes age verification pretty much impossible, posing potential risks for unsuspecting kids and teens. Now, this platform's unique blend of anonymity and instant connection has made it a hotspot, especially for the younger demographic. But why is it so popular among teens? And what should parents and guardians know about its potential risks? So I delved deeper into the world of Omegle, and I found some pretty disturbing videos on the internet. I actually asked Jessica to take part in it as well and access it from the perspective of a girl. And this is her experience, for instance. Now, there's a lot of teens, for sure, but there's also a lot of older men. And unfortunately, there's a lot of body parts as well. Of course, Omegle has a stop button, and although Omegle says that videos are monitored, it doesn't appear to be that way at all. There are also quite a few underage kids on there, and some of them are already talking about inappropriate topics that you as a parent wouldn't want them to discuss. I don't think that Omegle is suitable for anybody under the age of 12, but that's my opinion. What do you guys think? Then you have younger teens on here. They just seem to be doing it for fun, mainly because they know that they're going to come across some weirdos who will expose themselves. This YouTuber went on Omegle in a library, a cafe, and McDonald's, and everybody asked why he was in a public place when he was on Omegle. Because things happen on Omegle that should definitely not be aired in public. So why do teens like it so much? Well, in an age where social media platforms like Instagram and TikTok place so much pressure on people to craft a perfect image, Omegle offers a refreshing escape. It's something different, something new. Here, conversations are free from, preconceived judgments. Teens can express themselves, delve into topics they might actually avoid elsewhere, and interact without the baggage of identity. That all sounds very refreshing, doesn't it? Adolescence is a time of exploration, and Omegle can feel like an adventure to teens, where every new chat is a step into the unknown. The excitement of meeting somebody from a different country, from the other side of the globe, a different culture, can be incredibly alluring. As with many trends though, When a few teens start using a platform and talk about their experiences, others want to join and see what the buzz is all about. Is Omegle actually dangerous for kids? Is it something that you should watch out for? Well, despite its attractions, Omegle is not without its pitfalls. I mean, that would be an understatement.
Haley Shell's mom believes that she was the victim of human trafficking and was being groomed by a man that she met on a website. That site is called Omegle and allows people to randomly meet strangers, and experts say it has led to a myriad of issues for minors.
The same features that draw teens to the platform can also expose them to some risks, unwanted risks. And although Omegle is clear about its age limit being 18+, enforcing this is a challenge. This can lead to unsuspecting teens and kids who shouldn't be on there, encountering explicit sexual content or engaging in risky conversation. And there's also the issue of bullying. Anonymity can sometimes make people say things they wouldn't normally say to somebody's face. Without accountability, users can often feel like they can taunt, bully, and harass others without any repercussions. I came across several videos where kids were just being mean for the sake of it, for the sake of being mean. Often emboldened by their friends who are standing behind them in the background, egging them to say some horrible things. Not nice. This kind of behavior can also impact a teen's emotional well-being. Random disconnects, encountering hostility, or even being judged and made fun of can make anybody feel sad and depressed. And if they engage in bullying themselves, bullying behavior, that can also affect them negatively. The unpredictability of anonymous chats can be difficult to deal with, and people say and do things that they can later regret. What you do online can also stick around forever. And as you can see from these videos of chats that are being displayed on platforms like YouTube, everything stays on the internet forever. This could in turn open people up to blackmail and coercion. Like if a predator threatens to expose them by posting a video online if they don't do something that they would want them to do. While chats being anonymous, then they only sometimes stay that way. Teens, especially those that are new to the platforms, might naively share their personal information, exposing themselves to potential threats in the real world. Whether that's people finding out personal information in order to steal from them or being persuaded into meeting in real life. Some strangers will write things like ASL, which means age, sex, and location. And you definitely don't want these kinds of people to know things about your kids, do you? Parents and guardians should be aware of Omegle and its potential risks. Open conversations about online safety, understanding why your teens might be drawn to such platforms, and setting boundaries can go a long way. And you should definitely do something about it. I have blocked Omegle from my son's phone using FamiSafe, and it will probably stay that way for the foreseeable future. I mean, after all, he's only 11 now. Now, if you have watched any of our previous videos, you already know the process of blocking. It's super simple, and you can essentially do this with more than just Omegle. You can do it with pretty much any mainstream social media app out there. You simply have to go onto the FamiSafe app, tap on Features, then scroll to Web Filter. Tap on Exceptions and add exception. Then type in www.omegle.com and choose Block. Simple. That's it. FamiSafe is actually very good at blocking unwanted access to websites, apps, and even activities. And I know it may sound restrictive, but come on, think what you want. No responsible parent will leave important decisions concerning their child's safety up to their kids or chance. But before I go, let me say this. Omegle and the 1,000 other platforms out there like it are fun and interesting on paper, but given human nature, we just have a talent for spoiling things in the most obscure ways possible. So while full of opportunities for connection and learning, it's still fraught with dangers that require caution and awareness. Your caution and your awareness. You're the parents. Setting boundaries for your kids using the FamiSafe app will help you keep them safe online. So please take a look at our website and the link that is in the description. It's full of helpful topics about parenting in the digital age, and you can even sign up for a free trial to test it out. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. If you like this content, press a like, share it with other parents, other friends if you find it helpful. And don't forget to press the bell, the all-important bell, because without that, YouTube is not actually going to notify you of any new content. All right, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.